Hi boys and girls, welcome back to the Dangle podcast. Today we're going to be talking about F1. Are you watching our videos? Let's talk about it. The last couple of races, we've had a few no-shows here and there, but we have a strong suspicion that F1 and Stefano Domenicali is watching our videos, particularly our last viral video on how to make F1 better. What is going on?
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
Me neither.
I watched the video back and I thought, this is a video that Stefano Domenicali will watch. So I'm not surprised. He also got over 100 views. 100 views. He was one of those 100 views.
So we're basically viral, and he's definitely one of those.
And why are you saying this? Why do you think he watched our video then?
Okay, so if you go back and watch the last video of why we made F1 better, one of the big rules that we had, or we proposed to F1 was that if there's an incident in the last 5 laps of a race, a red flag, immediate red flag, we want to see the boys put on some soft tires and we want to see the guys go. Melbourne, we had that. We had a red flag.
With 2 laps to go?
2 laps to go. We could have had some boys racing. It was Lewis and Max near the front. They could have put soft tires on for 2 laps and just gone hell for leather.
But also the whole field is just closer.
Yeah.
So it's just, everyone was excited when the red flag, well not excited because there was a crash or what even happened? I can't remember. What was the...
I think it was one of the horses that just completely...
Okay, man, just dumped it into the wall and then also a piece of debris hit a spectator, which is amazing.
So obviously it was a shambles, and in hindsight now we know that after the red flag it was a complete shambles, but what are your thoughts on that? Did it go according to plan, or was it a good call for the red flag?
I have no doubt that it was. The race was boring up until that point.
Agreed.
So the red flag came out and everyone was so excited. I was so excited to watch the last few laps. Everyone was going on about, there was a big incident. The drivers must drive better.
Yeah.
Pierre Gasly was not shunned into his teammate. We're trying to protect, they're the best drivers in the world.
Yeah.
So they have to do another restart. The light was low and the sun was in their face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jog on.
Yeah, I often drive under the sun in my face.
Do your job.
And I'm okay.
Yeah.
So I think it was the best call. It made that part more exciting. No one wants to see a big crash at the end. I'm not saying that's a good thing.
We're not saying crash. We don't want any crashes. If there is an incident, however, we do want to see the race stopped and the race to resume, but in an exciting way. That's what we want.
And then after that, because of the crash after the red flag, then it was finished under a safety car.
Yeah.
But we
it was
understand
one of the worst endings. Yeah.
But at least there was the jeopardy of, before the safety car ending, there was something to watch.
Yeah.
Versus the race just ending under a safety car.
It's a possibility that a lot of people switched off with 5 laps to go and gone, the race is done.
So the consensus from our side, and I think you agree with me, is that good job. Well done for listening, Stefano.
Thanks for watching our video, Stefano.
And don't now stop doing that. If there's a crash near the end of the race, 5 to 8 laps from the end, call it, bring the cars in, strap on a pair of softs, and let the boys open the flaps.
You said strap on.
Let them open their flaps, and let them race.
No, I agree, 100%. Okay, so that's one of the things that blew our mind. We called it. This is what we want. They were listening, and I'm pretty sure we are going to be employed by the FIA or somebody very soon
in ways to make F1 better.
I
still remember we were watching the race and it happened, and I was like, oh, it's happening.
Yeah.
And then when it went badly, I thought, are we partly responsible for this? And then I remember seeing Pierre Gasly rejoin the race and just drive into the racing line. I thought, no, that's not our fault.
No.
Pierre Gasly was doing so well, and I love Pierre Gasly.
Yeah.
And I got so upset when I saw what he did. Esteban Ocon.
But we're not speaking on the drivers. We are talking about F1 have done what we've asked.
Thank you.
And they've made racing better.
Watch this video because we will give you more information about how to make F1 better.
Okay, that was the first time F1 blew our minds. Okay. The second time was a couple of weeks ago. Karun, the GOAT himself, which we dedicate all our podcasts to. We do.
Yes,
another picture of Karun, please. Yeah. So Karun has come out. If you watch that video again of how to make F1 better, one of the rules Dane suggested was using all 3 tire compounds. 2 weeks ago, I get a wonderful notification on YouTube, and we hear this released from Karun.
I don't know if this is being copied. I don't know if we're allowed to do this.
We're allowed to do this. This is on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that I still think we should have a regulation where they have to use all 3 compounds in the race. It'll have a 2-stop race because, and
Engineers need to be lined up. And
don't say it.
and
Don't
need to be,
say that.
engineers should not be allowed at the track because they just make F1 boring. They want practice. Yeah, they want strategies. They want to know what's going to happen. They want predictability. Engineers are the worst.
So Karun is in agreement with what we want. Is we want 3 different tyre compounds, all 3 tyre compounds at the race. I don't care if the soft tyre is a balloon that can pop after 2 laps. I don't care. You need to put it on for 2 laps.
Yeah,
that's minimum.
Then start on the soft and literally go around. And you know what they can do?
Yeah.
They can actually start on the softs. They can on the formation lap. They can come into the pit and they can start from the pits, and that actually might work because then they throw off the soft and they can go medium hard.
100%.
And they can be faster because they're not going to do 3 pit stops. 2 pit stops.
100% agree. It's all part of the strategy.
But that just makes it interesting. Imagine having like 16 cars start in the pit lane.
Exactly. Okay, so that's the second point where F1, you are definitely watching our videos, and it's not even a doubt anymore. Okay, now you wanted to talk a little bit about the Monaco Grand Prix.
Coming up next, we obviously had an unfortunate event of Imola being cancelled, and it wasn't because the race day would have been a wet day, but the whole region of Emilia Romagna, am I saying that correctly, has completely been freaking landslides all over the place. So we understand. Everyone understands and accepts that the race was.
We accept it. Are we happy with it? Yeah. Hell no.
So what Formula One tried to do was, when you give news to someone, you sandwich the news, right? So like you say something positive, and then you say something negative, and then you end with something. So what they did was Imola, then they tried to sneak in Monaco in the middle, and then the next race, what was the next race?
Barcelona.
Was Spain.
Yeah.
Those will be good races, and they try to sneak Monaco into the middle, and now because the first race has been cancelled, Monaco is going to stand alone, and it's going to be
an open turd sandwich.
It's going to be a magnificent.
Okay, tell me why you think Monaco is going to be so bad.
Have you ever driven on the National 1 or 2 road and seen an accident?
Yes.
Have you told yourself not to look, but you've watched it anyway as you've driven past?
Nobody likes a rubbernecker, but we all are rubberneckers.
Okay, so we shouldn't look, but we do. And that's what's going to happen in Monaco. I'm going to watch the Monaco Grand Prix. I might even put my suit on because it's a fancy occasion. Yeah. You're also going to watch the Monaco Grand Prix.
Absolutely.
We are all going to watch the Monaco Grand Prix, and we are going to watch a procession.
Yeah.
The cars are too big. There's just nowhere. The more I think about the track, the more I think about it, it's impossible to overtake. Nowadays, it's not impossible to overtake. It's not going to happen. So they're going to qualify, and more than, Ferrari's on the grid. So there's a chance.
Something can happen.
Something can happen. But the chances are that Red Bull will qualify up top, and they will then there'll be a procession to the end of the race.
Yeah. So we could have another Perez Verstappen drama again, where Perez provisionally puts it on pole and then bins it again. That would be really spicy.
Talking about that, do you think that he binned it on purpose?
Absolutely.
Although he was third at that stage, so he binned it just to be ahead of Max.
Max was behind him, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you think I'm not so sure, but anyway.
I hope it wasn't purpose. Okay, but so we do not have our hopes up for the Monaco Grand Prix. We're going to watch. Our eyes will probably end up bleeding, but we're going to have to do it anyway.
I was thinking about the Monaco Grand Prix, and I was thinking a lot about it, and it is such a good example of how, in so many ways, the FIA and Formula One are stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
We understand the prestige of the race, and it's through the principality, all that stuff. But upgrade the track, make changes.
It's not what it used to be.
There must be. I haven't been there, so I don't know the layout.
Yeah.
There must be ways to make it more entertaining. There must be something they can do.
So on the one hand, we've got street circuit after street circuit popping up all over the calendar.
Where there's overtaking.
Where there is overtaking. However, we're dropping these. I mean, Spa last year was in jeopardy.
Yeah.
China, which is for different reasons.
Yeah.
But
French Grand Prix at La Castellet, that's...
so we Paul Ricard. So we lost so many great classic tracks where we could have overtakes, and now we're still holding on to this pipe dream that is Monaco.
Yeah.
That nobody cares. The only people that care about Monaco are the 20 drivers that can have another absolute jaw of a weekend.
Yeah. And also, there's prestige about Monaco. But I posted something on my Instagram today. Monaco was prestigious 60 years ago when you were riding, when you were driving, and then 2 meters to the left there was the ocean.
Yeah.
So first of all, to survive the Monaco Grand Prix was impressive. Yeah. Then to win the thing was like you have like overcome near certain
all
death.
odds. All odds. Yeah.
And now it's not the case. There's no jeopardy in doing the Monaco Grand Prix. Yes, there are barriers, and you have to get close to the barriers. But like that's exciting, maybe in like qualifying when you're seeing them ring the car. But then in the race, they're all managing their tires anyway. They're not like pushing onto the limit. They just, you know, if they're ahead of a car, they don't have to be pushing because the guy can't overtake.
Yeah. No, it is sad to see. But will we tune in?
I will definitely watch it. And
Absolutely.
That's what I've set myself doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, let us know what you think. Are Sky Sports, are F1 watching our videos? Are they copying us? Please, we are convinced, but we need to know your thoughts. So please let us know. And we thank you very much for watching this episode. We'll catch you at the next one, boys.